So you've got an IRA, and you're probably wondering, how do I turn this nest egg into actual income I can live on in retirement? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down one really powerful way to do exactly that. Look, you've done the hard part. You've been diligent, you've saved your money, but now, as you get closer to retirement, a couple of big worries start to creep in, right? You've got market volatility, and then there's the big one, the fear of outliving your savings. This is the exact problem we're going to tackle today. So, what's the solution? How do you solve for that? Well, one really effective strategy is what's called an IRA to annuity rollover. It's all about shifting your focus from just growing your savings to actually creating a steady, predictable paycheck for yourself. Now, the key word here, and this is really important, is transferring. An annuity IRA rollover is not a withdrawal. You're simply moving your money from one tax-protected account, your IRA, directly into another, an annuity. This lets you chase new goals, like that guaranteed income, without having to pay a dime in taxes on the move. You know, the easiest way to think about it is like this. You're basically creating your own personal pension. Let's face it, for most of us, traditional pensions are a thing of the past. This strategy lets you build one for yourself, giving you that peace of mind that comes with a regular paycheck, no matter what the stock market is doing. So how does this actually happen? It might sound a little complicated with all the financial terms, but trust me, the process itself is actually very straightforward. Let's walk through the steps. Okay, so there are really just 5 key steps. First, you figure out your goals and decide how much you want to move over. And yep, you can absolutely do a partial rollover. You don't have to move everything. Then you pick the right kind of annuity for you, whether it's fixed, variable, you name it. And then you get to what is, without a doubt, the most important part. Step 3. Setting up a direct transfer. This is the secret sauce to making the whole thing tax-free and seamless. That direct transfer has a fancy name. It's called a trustee-to-trustee transfer. Don't let the jargon scare you. All it means is that your IRA company sends the money directly to the annuity company. It never, ever touches your personal bank account. And because of that, the IRS just sees it as a simple transfer, not a withdrawal that you have to pay taxes on. Getting this one detail right is absolutely critical. All right, let's be real. No financial strategy is perfect for every single person. It's always about weighing the pros and cons, you know? Understanding the trade-offs is key to making a smart decision. On the plus side, the benefits are super clear. You get guaranteed income for life, you get protection from those scary market downturns, and your money keeps growing tax-deferred. But what are you giving up for that security? Well, it's mainly about flexibility. Annuities can have fees or surrender charges if you need to pull your money out early. That means you have less liquidity or easy access to your cash. And sometimes your growth potential might be capped. It really boils down to a classic trade-off. You're swapping some upside potential for a whole lot of security. Okay, now let's dive into the most important details of all, the tax rules. Seriously, paying close attention here is absolutely essential if you want to avoid some really expensive and totally preventable mistakes. Look, if you remember only one thing from our time together, please let it be this. Always, always use a direct trustee-to-trustee rollover. That is the #1 rule. It is the only way to guarantee the entire process is tax-free and penalty-free, keeping your money safely inside its tax-sheltered bubble. But what if that doesn't happen? What if your IRA custodian just cuts a check and sends it directly to you first? Well, that's called an indirect rollover, and it opens up a whole can of worms and potential risks if you're not careful. The moment that check is made out to you, a countdown clock starts ticking. You have exactly 60 days to get that money deposited into another qualified retirement account. Now, that might sound like plenty of time, but life happens, right? And that 60-day window can slam shut faster than you think. And if you miss that 60-day deadline, well, that's where things can get painful. The IRS can treat that entire amount as a taxable distribution. That means you'll owe income tax on the whole chunk of money, plus you could get hit with a 10% early withdrawal penalty if you're under age 59 and a half. This is the exact costly mess that a direct rollover is designed to help you avoid. So, with all that information on the table, we land at the million-dollar question, right? Is this strategy actually the right move for your personal retirement plan? An annuity rollover could be a fantastic fit for you if your #1 goal is security. If you want that stable, guaranteed income stream, that paycheck for life, and you want to protect a chunk of your savings from market risk, then this is definitely a strategy you should be looking into. But on the flip side, you might want to reconsider if you need total access and liquidity to all of your money at a moment's notice. If you're really comfortable with market risk because you're chasing that higher uncapped growth, or if your main goal is to leave behind the biggest possible inheritance through market investments, then the guarantees of an annuity might feel a bit too restrictive for you. So, with all these different options and trade offs, how in the world do you sift through it all and find the perfect fit for your specific needs? It can feel a little overwhelming for sure. And that's exactly where we can help. At the Annuity Expert, our entire job is to help people just like you compare the top annuities side by side to find the best possible option for your retirement. And the best part is, our services are always completely free. Give us a call at 770-755-1565, or you can visit us online at annuityexpertadvice.com. We'd be happy to help you get a clear, no obligation comparison. Thanks for watching.